Hi guys, Artiar here. So today we'll be taking on Rengokutsu Inferno, and this run features a very high win rate. I will say almost 100%, but sometimes there's still going to have some RNG factor in it. So probably like 95% to 97% somewhere there. And it's also using 3 SR units. So it's a perfect for player with limited SSR option, and I'll be including other team showcase as reference as well, like showing you how to build other team comp within the team idea. And if you have other unit, then you can probably try out the other team as well. And if this team doesn't quite work for you, don't worry, I also made other in Rengokutsu video that might actually help you like few days ago. You can also go check out the other in Rengokutsu Inferno guide and see which one suits you the best. So now let's take a look here at the complete. Out of 8 runs, every run here is a win. So okay, average complete run here, I have no idea why is it writing it at 8 minutes, which is actually not true, because if it's actually 8 minutes per run, 8 times 8 is 64. It should take around 1 hour. So this is actually a false data. I don't know why, probably because from my mobile phone to laptop. And then the data have a little bit of difference, but actually one run is like taking like 4 minutes if you're using this team here. Let me check something else. Okay, useless. Alright, so I need to grind more. Okay, so let me go through with the team comp first and see what you can actually change with the comp. Okay, so first thing, this team comp here is almost a 100% win rate, but if you don't have the other the unit, you can actually have replacement. So if you don't have Yeli, or if you don't really want Chachi and you have Lily, then you can actually build with other team comp. But Sania and Viper is not touchable, it's not able to change. I did try Diting and Chachi the guard. They also work perfectly fine. So the win rate is around like 60 to 70%, depends on a little bit of RNG, because you have 2 disorder here, which is going to be Diting and Chachi. They are both disorders, so it will make runs a little bit difficult, because once the boss counter attack, it will hit on Diting and Chachi together. So if possible, you want to go for, like, for example, Yelly here. So you have like different kind of elements. So you have light, and then you have green, you have blue, and then you have purple here to have different element. But I did try the thing here. It also works fine, just that the win rate is slightly lower. Then if you have Lily, then you can take Chachi down and put Lily here. It will also work fine. The win rate is still almost going to be the same as the previous, like the Chachi one. But Chachi one will be a lot more better in terms of consistency. But Lily here will make your dating faster, the overall run a lot more faster, and also lower down the risk, because you do the more damage to the boss, you chip down the boss damage faster. Okay, but the ideal situation is going to be a team like this. If you have Lily and Yeli, you can build a team like this. This is almost also 100% win rate. Okay, and this run here takes like 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. It will make the team a lot more faster. But the Chachi the guard one is also workable if you don't have Lily here. This run here takes around 4 minutes. It takes longer time, but it's still totally doable. Okay, so these are the unit you're gonna use, and let me go through with the unit. Oh, wait, by the way, if you don't have Chachi or Lily, the other replacement will be Doki Doki. Doki Doki here also work as the Terminator pushing and also purified. This team here I did test. It takes if you're using Doki Doki here, then you're not gonna use Yeli. You're gonna use this thing here. So this team here, for my win rate, is around 80 to 90% from what I tried. So still depends on what unit you have. But these are the replacement unit for the other two. But Viper and Sania here can't be replaced. So let me show you the stats and all these things here first before we actually start the run. So if you're using Lily, let's not go through with Lily first, because I already break down the Lily's kit. So if you're using Yeli, you want your Yeli to have your best DPS output set. For example, my Yeli one is going to be Foray, Keen Eye, and Foray H. And then just focus on crit rate, crit damage, a decent amount of speed, and high attack. Going for Revelation, I have high attack, percentage here, crit damage, and final damage. This is a very, very stacked Yeli. But if you don't have Yeli here, you can try the other unit, for example, Diting, right? Then if you are going for Diting one, then this is the Diting I'm using. It's a very high crit rate, high crit damage, decent attack, and decent speed. You'll notice that the speed is not really a lot of difference. It's just a matter of crit damage and attack. So the thing here is going for Harvest and Keen Eye. So Harvest here can ignore some of the defense because the team here doesn't have defense break. Keen Eye for higher damage multiplier and Foray Edge here. Then going for White Fang. So I'm going for attack percentage, crit rate, and disorder fire damage deal. This is my White Fang, and this is for Yeli. Pick your own unit that you actually have in your account. Then the other one, Chachi here, is going for Swift Rush and Time Wealth. Is going for Jackal Guard to make Chachi able to rotate his turn faster, and Time Wealth here able to let him spam his S3 more to apply more immunity, defend up, and overall tankiness for the team. And effect accuracy here will also help Chachi to apply some crit rate down, which will help your overall team survival as well. But most importantly is actually just the S3. Then the other one is Sania. So Sania here, everything here have to be max. Your S1, S2, S3 have to be max because you want a turn meter push for 30% to increase the turn faster, so she can rotate the turn faster, and passive here to have more healing effect and also the heal amount to boost as well, because the healing is based on her max HP. And then a revive here. So with more turn meter pushing, your S3 revive here can revive faster and apply more heals as well. And after you revive it will take 5 turn of cooldown. So you want Sania to actually rotate her turn very fast. So Sania, if possible, build her as fast as possible while have high HP, because HP is everything for Sania to actually heal. So this is the best I can actually go for, which is Wellspring and Swift Rush, and this is the fastest speed I can do with my current module. If you have slower speed, it's totally fine, but the faster the better. Most importantly is very high HP. So I'm going for HP bonus with green speed. I'm going for another HP bonus for blue speed, and another HP bonus with no speed, because I no longer have other module, like for example Wellspring and Swift Rush here that have HP bonus. I no longer have the good speed one. Alright, so like this one here I have it enhanced, but overall this is my Sania I'm going for. Then Shell here must be Fortissimo for the emergency heal. Supernova is not able to replace Fortissimo here because the additional healing effect is good, but you want emergency heal when your unit is actually at low HP, so Fortissimo can instantly heal up the team. So going for high HP, so you can increase more HP percentage stats, speed, and most importantly go for synergize. Here you have to roll HP, here you have to roll speed, here you have to roll for synergize, so you can increase the other unit final damage deal up to 5 stack. It is going to be very good, and it must be Fortissimo. So this is going to be the Sania, and then for the Viper here will be a Dispeller, and also, most importantly is the debuff. You want to apply the attack down, the speed down to not let the boss take so many turns faster and also do so many damage. So if possible, Viper here S2 and S3 is already doable. S1 here is just for the additional speed from Viper and also for the additional Serpent skin at the start, but it's not that important. If you want Viper to be workable, S2 and S3 is all you need. Then for the module here, you must build Viper and Blood Buff to tank down the damage, because you already have 2 squishy units. You're gonna have Chachi in the team that is not going for Blood Buff, and then you have Diting in a team to not running the Blood Buff. So it's actually pretty risky already. So you don't want your Viper to actually risk another die, even Sanjay can revive. So Viper here is going for Blood Buff to tank down the damage, and with high effect accuracy and as fast speed as possible. So why am I not able to build Swift Rush plus 12 is because I'm out of the good artisan that have Blood Buff and Swift Rush. So I'm not able to run that combination at the moment. So if you want to run Swift Rush and Blood Buff, and run Viper 12 Swift Rush and 12 Blood Buff, so you can build Viper a lot more faster. So Viper can instantly debuff the boss first, and also won't get silenced, because currently my Viper speed here will have a risk to actually get silenced from the mob, which that's not really the case. But if the mob actually silence Viper, then you want to rely on Sania to cleanse the debuff. But overall, the stats that I'm currently using still works, okay? Still you want Blood Buff and Swift Rush. The Blood Buff I'm currently using is not really that strong as well. It's just a mixture of speed and some effect accuracy. Most importantly, you want him to be fast and high effect accuracy. Okay, then for Lily here, if you have Lily and you don't want to run Chachi, then it will be this build here. Build Lily very fast, just focus on speed. The survival doesn't matter here because Lily will die anyway, or it's either Lily die or the enemy die. So Lily here, if you can focus a little bit of HP will do, then mainly focus on speed to let Lily keep forcing your DPS to take turn and damage to the boss. Okay, then the shell here, if you're running Lily, then you're going for Artisan to apply shield to increase the survival for the team, because you're not going to be like Chachi that can apply survival to your team. So if you're running Lily, you want to be Artisan instead of Jacoga. So this is the case if you're actually running Lily. Then if you're running Doki Doki to replace Chachi position, then Doki Doki here will be running this team, this set here. Bloodbath and Swift Rush, and if you possible build your Doki Doki even faster. This Doki Doki is actually not fast enough. If you want, you can build Doki Doki faster, like let's say skill up Doki Doki here to get the additional speed stats, or for example your Artisan here go for additional speed, like +9 speed is too low, and module here if possible get faster speed. Like you can see my Bloodbath here doesn't have speed. This is fast, but the other module of the Bloodbath is not really good speed, so I can't make Doki Doki team that consistent at the moment, but it's still a replacement if you actually want to run it. Okay, then now let me go back to the Chachi one so I can showcase for you how the team actually goes. Alright, so this one here I'm showcasing the Yeti one. So if you don't have Yeti, you can go for the dating one. It's fine, but it just takes slightly longer turn and lower win rate. Okay, so if you make sure you focus on the boss, then the Chachi here apply immunity and defend up, so your team here won't get silenced by the mob, and your team will get a lot more consistent sustain, because the boss here will actually ignore some of the defense, like 30% and 50%. So with Chachi here applying the defense up buff, will increase the overall tankiness for the team, so your team here won't die that easily. So Fortissimo applies a very emergency heal to keep maintaining your team survival, and Sania here will keep on applying healing. Then Artisan here will apply a thick amount of shield for the whole team. So the good thing about running Yeli and Chachi instead of DT and Chachi is because there's no repeat element here, so the boss can only counter attack on 1 unit instead of 2 units. If you're running DT and Chachi, you have a lower win rate, is because you have 2 same element, and they might actually get counter attack at the same time and might actually die. Okay, the boss can counter attack, do some damage, which is totally fine because you defend up from Chachi, and then Fortissimo from Sania to keep maintaining the heal. So even Yeli here have a lot of debuff, but Sania here can actually cleanse it. So we have Sania here to keep taking her turn to help cleansing off the debuff as long as she apply heals to Yeli, right? Alright, the boss do some damage, apply Revelation, but the S3 can't be used because you're on silence from the mob. Alright, Fortissimo apply heal, apply more heal, and also Sania will apply the buff that can increase your max HP. So your overall unit here will be more tankier because they have more max HP cap, because the boss can ignore part of the defense. Alright, Yeli will do more damage, apply defense break as well. Nice, more assists. But because of the silence, it actually mess up the rotation, so your Revelation is no longer able to rotate with the S3 that frequently. Okay, Sania will revive back Chachi later, which is fine. And then when Chachi is revived, right, then Chachi no longer have the evil fire on Chachi. So your Chachi is going to be a brand new Chachi that doesn't have any debuff on him, and he will be the original tankiness. Okay, Fortissimo emergency heal. Sania can't cast the S3 because of the silence, so time to time the silence will be actually annoying to not let you revive your team faster. Another silence, then this is actually unlucky. Right, Revelation, more damage to the boss. Okay, Sania now, okay, finally revive. So now we revive Chachi, and Chachi no longer have the evil fire here, so Chachi won't get that much of damage from the boss. Oh, silence from Chachi is fine. Okay, Yeli do damage. Then later Sania will heal back the team and also cleanse. Counter attack, Chachi S1. Viper S3, apply debuff. Then Sania take a turn, apply more heals. Alright, apply defend up and also immunity, so your team tankiness increase, so they won't die that easily. Alright, Sania take a turn, Fortissimo emergency heal, and also more heals for the team. So that's basically how the whole run will go. So it's just a rotating of revive and also rotating of heal. Same thing goes for the Dating one, but lower win rate because the boss might actually one-shot the Dating and Chachi at the same time. So lower win rate but still doable, okay? Out of 8 runs, you probably win like 4 to 5. Depends on some luck. Right, emergency heal, more heals for the team. AoE is fine. Now we just wait for Yeli to take a turn. Alright, Yeli, Revelation, S1, 2 proc, 3 proc. Okay, left a little bit more. Right, more heals. Wait for another turn. S3, apply more debuff. Apply defend up immunity. So overall your team is going to be very, very safe with this team here. Okay, Fortissimo, another heal. Yeli's going to take a turn. Then Yeli finish off the boss. Okay, so if you have Yeli, this round here will be a lot more better. But if you don't have Yeli, as I mentioned, just go try to use the thing. That it will be all good. And that's wraps up for today's Rengokutsu Clear Showcase. If this team didn't quite work for your account, don't forget I already uploaded a few other Rengokutsu Clear with different setups, so definitely check out those as well if this video can't help you. So let me know in the comment section what team worked for you, or if you found any tweaks that can help improve the consistency. Like, sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Sky Elk, Trekcan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Antonio Winterspoon, Rocco Stendions, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Rings, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.